Hi kids, I hope you're enjoying KK Family Live tonight. Well, it's a bit weird being in lockdown 3, isn't it? And coronavirus and this pandemic and the lockdown has been going on for almost a year. It feels like forever, doesn't it? Can you imagine if you fell asleep just before all this happened and then only just woke up? How confused would you be?
Where am I? I'm at kids club. Where is everybody? I'm here by myself. Why are all the chairs set out so weirdly? There's big gaps between them. This is so weird. Where is everybody? Please keep keep a safe distance. I don't know what's going on. What the? Hand sanitizer? What do we need hand sanitizer for? I don't know what's going on here. Where is everybody? What is going on? Everyone's disappeared. Olivia, come here. Why? Why are you wearing a mask? What? This is so weird.
Wow, poor Chris. You know, if that happened for real, he would be seriously freaked out, wouldn't he? We were just imagining then that that's what it would be like, that you'd fallen asleep and then all of a sudden there was like people with face masks and people squirting hand gel everywhere they went and people keeping 2 metre distance from each other. You'd be so freaked out if suddenly you woke up and that was happening. Well, over the last year, we've got used to that, haven't we? It's kind of become normal that we know that because of this virus, we have to keep distance from people. Sometimes we have to wear face masks. Sometimes we have to stay in the houses in a lockdown. All these things that we've had to cope with because of this virus. And do you know what? Today we're learning that Jesus is our always and forever friend. And that is such great news for us, isn't it? Because at the moment, we are often stuck at home and we can't go out as much as we used to. And it reminds me of a time in the Bible, God's special book, where it talks about one of the amazing things Jesus did when he was on the earth. You see, at that time, there was a really big problem with leprosy, which was an illness that was really horrible. And also it was really contagious. So nobody wanted to touch you. If you had leprosy, it was worse than having coronavirus. Nobody would want to come anywhere near you. You had to be in complete isolation outside of the town, not even in your house. And you had to stay there and no one was to come and touch you because they would get this horrible leprosy and they would get really ill too. So if you had leprosy, it was really bad. It wasn't just that you had to stay on your own, you didn't have any friends, you couldn't see your family, and you were in a lot of pain. Well, Jesus is our always and forever friend. And do you know what he did? He saw this guy with leprosy, and he went to the man, and he touched him. What are you doing, Jesus? You don't touch people with leprosy. But because the power of God that was in Jesus went into the man's body, it completely healed him, and it made him better. And that man was so happy. But you know what? It wasn't just about his body getting better. He realised that this Jesus wanted to be his always and forever friend. That it didn't matter what was going on in his life, how bad things were, even when nobody else was going to come near him, Jesus was going to be there. And that is good news for us today, kids, because sometimes we feel lonely. We can't see our friends. We have to stay in. We might feel worried or scared. But do you know what? Jesus is just as real for us today, and he wants to be our always and forever friend in our heart. He reaches out to us and he's with us in every single moment, however we're feeling. Even when our friends can't get close to us, Jesus can always be our always and forever friend. So remember that today and thank Jesus that he is there for you and he is your always and forever friend.